Hi everybody, my name is Matt Haynes. I'm an audiobook narrator and I am on a mission to learn 52 accents by April 17th, 2016. Number 20 in our series, Texas. There's going to be different regions of Texas and people that have a different accent within these regions. However, the focus of this video is to see what makes the Texas accent different from Middle American accent, which is what I'm speaking. And also, if you've been watching the previous videos, you'll see or hear how it's different from places such as the South, such as the Midwest, etc. David Alan Stern's Acting with an Accent series has been a big help, and some of the instruction I'm giving comes from the tips that he gives. He gives a much more comprehensive series of tips. Speaking of, I'm only going to give you 5 starter tips, so do seek out David Alan Stern's Acting with an Accent, and also check on YouTube different Texas accents, talk with people from Texas. This is just a jumping off point to train your ear. All right, tip number 1 is the resonance. To create the twang, as I understand it, is to go up into the soft palate, if you can see the dotted line right here, but then to shoot it out through the lips pursed, and the lips have an elastic coming back. And I've actually met people in Texas who have that kind of ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh-ah pattern as they talk. So in the lyrics to the song that we're going to do, mostly you just make me mad, Middle American, becomes mostly you just make me mad. Number 2, vowel lilt. You have some words with vowels in them. Most words do. But the vowels, because of this resonant, tend to have a quality of going up in a more exaggerated fashion than Middle American. So instead of mountaintop, it becomes mountaintop. And let's see, number 3, the short vowels. This is my comprehensive guide of the short vowels for the Texas accent. A becomes aya, so bad. The e sound, short e, becomes e with a very subtle at the end. So instead of everything, it becomes everything. The I sound, short I, has an I sound to it. So instead of it becomes it, or in. The O, short O, becomes an ah. So instead of thought, it becomes thought. And the short U sound, has a bit of an eh at the end of it, from what I can tell. Just a tiny hint of it. So instead of cup, it becomes cup. Now, the long vowels. The A, long A, becomes a. Now, that's not to say that everything becomes like you wouldn't say make, but there's a subtle that launches it off, make. The E has a slight before it. So instead of C, Middle American, it becomes C. I just goes right to ah. So instead of sometimes, it becomes sometimes, or sometimes, if you're going to follow all my rules. And the long O has a little bit of an before it, so instead of so, Middle American, it becomes so. And other parts of Texas, it might be so, but we're going to try the before the O. And then the U sound, oo, has a bit of an before it as well, so truly. And finally, this is not covered in the song that we're going to do, but I think it's well worth mentioning that the oi has an ah sound to it. So toy becomes taw. Okay, let's take the rest of the elements and see how I might apply them to Pale Blue Eyes by the Velvet Underground.
Sometimes I feel so sad. Sometimes I feel so happy, but mostly you just make me mad. Mostly you just make me mad. I thought of you as my mountaintop. Thought of you as my peak. I thought of you as everything I've had but couldn't keep. If I could make the world as pure and strange as what I see, I'd put you in the mirror I put in front of me, skip an entire lifetime, stuff it in a cup. She said, money is like us in time, it lies but can't stand up. Down for you is up. It's good what we did yesterday. I'd do it all again. The fact that you are married only proves you're my best friend. But it is truly a sin. Linger on, your pale blue eyes.
The lyrics to Pale Blue Eyes were written by the great Lou Reed, and the music was provided by the very versatile and generous Kevin MacLeod. Next up is going to be accent number 21, Polish, to the Beatles' Long and Winding Road. In the meantime, have some fun. Comment below. You never know. Ask for a song. Ask for an accent. They may show up on the other side in combinations that you never would have imagined. I've got still quite a few of these to go. In the meantime, rock on.